on Wednesday, saying it was unexcused. Can you shed any light on the situation, and have you had any contact with him as he's been away from the team?
No, it's the situation is the same. Santi made a decision to leave the hotel. Is now in the hands of the MLS, and Santi didn't want to be with the team for the biggest game of the season on Wednesday night. So I always think, as a manager, the culture of the team, the spirit of the team is more important than any individual, and we're preparing the team to play Dallas tomorrow. We're looking forward to the game. Sometimes in life you make poor decisions, and we have a player that's made a poor decision, and he's and it's not the first time that player's made that decision for this football club. So as a manager, you've got to think of the group, the culture, what we're trying to build, the direction in which we're heading, and as you saw on Wednesday night, we had a group that was 100% headed in the right direction, and I only want players on the bus that are heading in the same direction as what we want them to go. And like I say, the matter is in the hands of the MLS now.
Adam, go ahead if you have a follow-up.
Yes, I would just like to ask about Anthony, who looked very bright in his return on Wednesday. When you initially changed the three at the back, it seemed sort of temporary until he returned. With how well you've looked defensively, playing with three center backs, what goes into the decision of keeping the three at the back or reverting to the 4-2-3-1 with Anthony back?
Well, I think we are a 4-2-3-1 team. But we were a 4-2-3-1 team with Santi, with Da Costa, with Anthony, all available now. Obviously, we've got Ari Lassiter now that's took an incredible jump forward. So it's something that we can do now. Anthony is I think it was probably about 40 minutes, maybe 38 minutes he played. I think he went on there and did 8 weeks running in 38 minutes. He was incredible, the amount of running that he did the other day. He probably did more running than some players did in the whole 90 minutes in other positions. He's a game changer for us. He is someone that we has produced really, really big performances for us this season. And I think since he's come back, what we've seen in Anthony in the 8 weeks that he's come back is that a level of professionalism that has even surprised us. The way that he's committed to his rehabilitation. He's shown an incredible maturity that probably in the past he hasn't had, and I think that's why he came back in on Wednesday and was to be able to produce that type of performance against the best opposition, and we're looking forward to getting him more minutes tomorrow.
Next we'll go to Billy Mark.
Hi, Coach.
How you doing?
How are you?
Good.
Looking at the trip now, it's a long trip as you transition back to MLS. You've come off an emotional battle with the Leagues Cup, away from home for quite a while. You're in a place where hydration is important. Can you talk a little bit about the investments the club's made in support staff and how that could play out to help the players at a time right now where we're transitioning in that environment to the last 9 matches of the season?
Yeah, well, I think about 3 weeks ago when we were planning this trip, I think that the easy thing as a manager now is to actually pick a playing squad. When you see the amount of travelling party that we take away from the playing staff, that's why we've got 2 buses. That's why we've taken more staff now on the trips. Masseuses, mental performance coach, nutritionists, which have been vital this week. Liz, the masseur, I think over the last 2 days has done 16 massages. The nutritionist has probably not slept much with going through hydration, nutrition, recovery. The mental performance coach has obviously been working every single day with debriefing the game, where the players are at mentally, what things should we be implementing in training from a psychological point of view. Then you've got the sports scientists, 4 or 5 sports scientists and medical and doctors and social media and the media side. So we are a travelling family now. It's growing yearly now, and I think that shows the growth of the club or growth of the MLS. When I first came into the MLS, there was nothing like that. There was 4 or 5 staff. There was 4 or 5 technical coaches, and that was it. Now you're talking maybe 25 staff and 22 players. there's more staff than players, and I think that shows the amount of investment that we're being supported with to make sure that extra 1%, those marginal gains, particularly when you come down to Texas and the heat is definitely an issue, that we're really well prepared, and recovery has been really important.
Next we'll go to Aaron Heinzen.
Hey, Coach.
How you doing?
Dallas, up and down season. Obviously, Lucho Acosta looks like he's headed out. What do you expect from a team like this who's struggled at home but can still cause issues, particularly Musa?
Well,
Thanks.
I mean, they can score goals. They're a little bit like San Jose, where they can score 3-4 goals at any given moment because of the qualities that they got up front, and that is with and without Lucho Acosta. I think without Lucho Acosta, they're probably going to become a more structured team in terms of, you know when you've got Lucho in your team, that you've probably a man down defensively, so they're going to be a lot more solid structurally. I think the manager is a really good manager, Eric. I watched a lot of his teams at New Mexico last year, and I think he's an outstanding manager. And looking at sort of like our experiences over the last 2 or 3 months, and this is something that we've been working really hard on the players. When we go to LAFC, I've got no doubts in my mind about the mentality of my team. Toronto, St. Louis away, there's a softening definitely of our team when you're playing against a team that they think might be not as good as the top teams. Well, tomorrow is a cup final for us, bigger game than Club America, bigger game than LAFC. Tomorrow is a top level cup final game for us that takes us to 40 points. The quicker you get to 40 points, and then you can start thinking, right, where can we attack now? And I'm putting my team under a lot of pressure tomorrow to go out there and keep the levels that they've had for the last 4 or 5 games. I think they've been absolutely outstanding. I think we've took a level up. We've gone a level up in terms of some of the things that we've tried to implement. And it's the next growth for this team is now to seize the initiative.
And just to combine that with the heat, how do you see that playing out on the field? What do the players need to do as far as conserving your energy, but at the same time keeping that mentality, keeping the edge?
Well, we've been down in Texas since Monday, so we've acclimatized. It's hot, but we've trained 5 times. We've trained 3 times. We've played a 96-minute game, and there's no excuse from the heat point of view. You know, we've come down here early. We've had a road trip. We've experienced training, playing, living down here for the last week, and so now it's just game time. And will there be moments in the game when you've got to manage your energy? Yeah, absolutely, but that's football.
Okay, we will wrap it there. Thanks for the time. Phil.
Thanks, Jilly.